Jermaine Khan here for Seconds Out with top heavyweight contender Jermaine Franklin. Jermaine, I want to get your thoughts on Fury Usyk in a moment, but first of all, you're days away from your outing on Thursday against Devin Vargas. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm good. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded, ready to get the knockout?
Yeah, I'm ready to get the KO. I'm trying to put somebody to sleep.
Trying to put someone on sleep and give your name in people's mouths. Let's jump straight into Fury and Usyk then. What did you see last night? We saw, of course, two tremendous fighters battling out for the undisputed heavyweight crown, but it was Usyk, the fighter, who walked away with the accolades. Talk me through the fight.
Okay, so like I didn't get to see the whole fight, but I seen bits and pieces of it. So some of the rounds I seen like Fury. Some of the rounds I seen Fury once he got his timing, he started letting the punches go. He started getting the punches off real good. And it seemed like he was having his way. But some of those earlier rounds where he was very aggressive, I feel like he was kind of missing a little bit. Like he still was the aggressor, but a lot of the punches wasn't connecting. So I think that could have played a part as far as how the score went.
Mm-hmm.
And then in later rounds, Usyk just kind of turned. He kind of, I think he shocked the world a little bit with that ninth round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And it's kind of controversial because most of my I don't like the standing 8 count rule. So I didn't know they allowed it in title fights.
mm-hmm.
So that was kind of different to see. But other than that, though, it was a great fight. Hopefully they take this rematch because I want to see. I need to see it again.
You said to me in our last interview about, you know, when it comes to you fighting taller fighters, you kind of know what you can play with when you know the height of the opponent. A lot of people were talking about how Usyk wouldn't be able to maybe reach Fury, had such physical disadvantages against him. Were you confident that Usyk was going to be able to get the successes in the fight that we saw last night?
Yeah, I figured the way I figured is because Usyk has such great feet and Tyson has a nice jab. I feel like once you get the timing down, you can use your feet to be able to get inside. So we know Usyk is very good at the inside, outside, and turning and using angles. So once he was able to get, the timing of the jab down to be able to move in, I think it let him capitalize on being able to get different punches off.
In that round nine, from what you saw, do you think the fight could or maybe should have been called off?
I'm not gonna say should because I'm a warrior. I don't think if the warrior's showing a little bit of fight, you got to see if it's gone or if he's gonna bring it back. But at the same time, I don't know about that standing 8 count thing. I would have if Usyk would have stayed on him, it probably would have been a stop. So it's kind of a hard call. Like, did he get saved by the ref or was it a legit ruling? Hey, why you can't do that? Was it legit ruling or like did the ref save?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of hard to say on that. But like I said, I really don't like the standing 8 count thing. Derry, can you come get him? I really don't like the standing 8 count thing. So if it wasn't for the standing 8 count, he probably would have stopped it.
Mm. Interesting take. A lot of people discussing as to whether that fight should have been stopped there, but Tyson Fury was given the grace in that fight and was allowed to continue, and it was a close decision there. A lot of people calling for the rematch. Would you, strategically, from a Fury point of view, would you look to take the rematch straight away, or would you have something in between before you take the rematch?
Me, the type of person I am, I'd rather just go and get the rematch. Um, I think it's a warrior sport, and as warriors, we like to prove each other wrong. So I would have most definitely have to go back in there and prove to myself and him that it's not sweet. So I will go straight for the rematch. And it's belts on the line, so why not go for the rematch? We know mandatory is coming up, so probably 2 of the belts got to be vacated. So why not go get your belt back?
Now, I know that you'll say that you're the number one heavyweight. You just haven't had the chance to prove it as of yet. But Usyk claims the undisputed crown last night. Do you think there's any other heavyweight outside, maybe yourself, you'd say that could beat him?
That can beat him? I mean, it depends on what kind of fight you get him to have. Because, like I said, early in the round, a little bit earlier in that fight, Tyson was doing great. I feel like he was doing a great job. So I mean, as a fighter and as a coach, you have to capitalize when you're doing good, and you have to, make ways around so the guy won't be able to figure you out. So I just think, anybody's beatable in the sport, but that's a tough opponent. He's not a easy win, no way, shape, or form. But I think anybody is beatable with the right coaching and the right game plan.
When it comes to you in the corner, what do you like to have from your corner? Because people are discussing about there being quite a few voices in Fury's corner. So you as a fighter, how do you like your corner?
I mean, I only let my coach and my assistant coach talk. If you're not them, shut up.
Hmm.
Or you won't never be in my corner again.
Hmm. Have you ever had an experience where you had more than those voices in the corner?
I mean, on the outside, like in the fans, one of my fights, I had Andre Durrell there, and he was very vocal. He helped me out a lot though, because I think being in the sport is so loud. So after a while, we learn how to kind of tune people out and listen to the voices we familiar with.
Hmm.
So he was one of my fights. He was telling me what to do. He was throwing out some nice commands, and I could just hear him super loud. And it was like what he said was right. It was working. I did it. It was working. So other than that, though, but not really.
Going back to the fight we know that Sugar Hill's MO is to go forward and look for the knockout, but Fury was really on the back foot a lot, trying to box his way to the victory there. Do you feel that was maybe a
It's hard
misstep there from?
harder for a big man to be aggressive. Like, how much can you do if you overcrowding yourself? You're the bigger man. So even if you come forward, you'll only be able to come so far before you overcrowd yourself. And when you get too close, you're making it easier for the little man to punch.
Hmm.
So it all has to be done in a strategic manner. Like, I wouldn't get too close that my reach is shortened, maybe a little bit, but not too much to where I gotta try to wing punches to get him off. If my arm's too long, I don't want to get so close to where I'm giving him the advantage to get shorter, faster punches off.
So who would you back in the rematch?
Like I always said, I like both of them. I always said that Usyk is slept on, and I think that's
Hmm.
a problem with a lot of people. They don't take him serious. So I think as long as they keep not taking him serious, he's gonna keep whooping their ass
Hmm.
until they take that man serious as a heavyweight. Then he's just gonna keep on doing what he's doing to people.
Elsewhere on that card, I don't know if you were able to catch Ajit Cabiel defeating Frank Sanchez.
And no, listen, I heard about it. I'm like, what? I missed it. They said he knocked him out. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I like Cabiel, kind of new to the scene to me. I mean, probably not in boxing, but I'm kind of just now learning about him. So I think I seen him fight like a big Russian guy in Saudi, if
That's
I'm not
right.
mistaken.
That's right. Yeah,
That was
Makhmudov.
a good fight. He fought a good fight with him. But I would have loved to see that Frank Sanchez fight. I know Frank got a nice left hook in the right hand. But Frank don't throw a lot of jabs. And the way I seen Cabiel fight, Cabiel probably took advantage of that.
There's also like strapping to Sanchez's knee, maybe stopping some of the movement from Sanchez as well.
Injury?
Looked like it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, that could be a factor in the fight too, though. If he didn't have mobility, he couldn't move like he usually could.
Hmm. Does watching the undisputed fight give a heavyweight like yourself trying to prove yourself a bit of an extra boost, being it so close to your fight?
I think watching all of them fight give me a boost. I just like the sport. So watching any of the top heavyweights fight, especially when they have a good fight, I'll be hyped up. I'm thinking like I'm finna get in the ring next or something.
Jermaine, I'll leave the final word with you. What do you want to say to people before your fight with Devin Vargas?
I just want to tell everybody to tune in. May 23rd is going down. Big time boxing on the zone. I'm going for the kill. I'm not gonna rush it, but I'm most definitely looking for it.
Jermaine, I'll be tuning in live. Thank you so much for speaking to Seconds Out. All the best for your fight this Thursday.
You.